Vernon's face. Harry set off towards the station exit, Hedwig rattling along in front of him, for what looked like much better summer than the last. Oh, hi people! I was just reading the third Harry Potter book for the fourth time, I think. That's why it's in such a tattered condition. It's such a good book that I've read it 4 times already. This book is actually, of course, it's fiction, it's magical, adventurous, and it has hints of self-discovery as well. So it actually starts with Harry blowing up his aunt accidentally. Aunt as in his Uncle Vernon's sister, who's not actually his aunt. He just does it unconsciously, or actually subconsciously. Then he decides to flee because he knows that he's gonna get a hearing, and he already got one warning from the Ministry of Magic to not use magic while near muggles, and he's also underage, so. But then he finds this bus called the Night Bus, not NIGHT Night, the KNIGHT Night bus. This bus is like emergency transport for stranded witches or wizards, and it takes you wherever you want. Of course, at a price. It's a triple-decker, violently purple bus. Now it's also magical, so the muggles can't see or hear it. Yeah, now I'm not gonna exactly explain what a muggle is again, because I've made an entire video on all the Harry Potter terms, and you can watch that first if you haven't, so that you are able to understand the world real easily. So then he gets to know that there is this guy going by the name of Sirius Black who escaped Azkaban. Azkaban is a magical prison which no one has ever escaped. So that way it's very dangerous with him being on the loose, and that's why there are these Dementors, which are like large hooded creatures, soulless creatures, who just suck out the happiness of a person. So they were the guards of Azkaban, and now they're really angry. So they've been given permission to be stationed around Hogwarts, because it is said that Sirius Black is now going to try to kill Harry Potter. He decides to go to Diagon Alley, and there's a pub there. He decided that he'll stay at the pub. So then there he meets the Minister of Magic, and the Minister of Magic says that it's okay, and they're not gonna punish him for doing that magic because it was subconsciously done, and he did not do it knowingly. It was just his emotions which made it happen. So then later, just a day before going to Hogwarts, Harry meets Ron's entire family, and Hermione in the same pub, and he's happy. He'd already bought all his school supplies, so they just did some time passing and all that. And because Hermione didn't have a pet, she decided to buy a cat who goes by the name of Crookshanks. It's a ginger-colored cat. So now while they're on the Hogwarts Express, it stops midway, and the Dementors come through the cabins to check that Sirius Black is not on the train. Later, at Hogwarts also they see that the Dementors are literally everywhere patrolling the ground. This year, after Gilderoy Lockhart, there is the next chance against the Dark Arts teacher, Remus Lupin, who is rumored to be a werewolf. He holds that post, and almost all the children of Hogwarts like him because he has got a lot of creatures. Like there's one creature called the Boggart, Grindylow, and he's actually getting them to practice it in real life. So that's why they really like it, and it's really fun to be with him. Hagrid becomes the care of magical creatures professor. Now, uh, Sirius had also entered the castle, and he had um, come to the Gryffindor Tower's entrance, but he was not able to see the password, so he wasn't able to get in. Later, they find Sirius face to face in the Shrieking Shack, which they'd gone there because I think Scabbers had run away inside, and there Snape had also come, so there was quite a fight, and now Scabbers transformed into this guy called Peter Pettigrew, who was also a friend of Sirius's and James Potter. So it was this animagus, a rat which had been with Ron for years and years now, altogether. So in the end, they find out that Sirius is actually Harry's godfather, and they, fine, I won't tell you. They did something, and I don't know if they were or were not able to save Buckbeak and Sirius, because then they do understand that Sirius is a good person. That he has a godfather. He tells Uncle Vernon that he has a godfather and that he was my mom's and dad's best friend. He's a convicted murderer, but he's broken out of a wizard prison and he's on the run. He likes to keep in touch with me though. Keep up with my news. Check, I'm happy. So then Uncle Vernon, of course, he does not recognize the need to tell him that he's actually a good person. So the Uncle Vernon is scared of Sirius, and he can get him to sign forms and everything. Well, I think that's that for the summary of the book. Like I told you, I really love this book. I would rate it 4.5 out of 5 stars, 5 being the best book. Even if you're not a Potterhead, you would rate it above 2.5 or 3 because it's actually a really interesting plot. Writing style, I always do love her, J.K. Rowling's writing style with so many details that you can really dive into the book. So you read the book, tell me what happens to Buckbeak and Sirius in the end. I think you will be able to guess it. Maybe you won't. It's slightly tough. Whatever. So tell me that. Tell me what you would rate this book out of on a scale of 5, 1 being not so good, 5 being the best book in the series. And as always, tell me if you have any suggestions for books that I can read, which you like, or you love rather. I think with that we come to the end of today's video. Yeah, don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to my channel to get new book reviews every week so that you can discover new titles. And as a fun hint, I'm gonna tell you that the next book review I'm gonna be posting is not gonna be Harry Potter, it's gonna be some new book. So do subscribe so that you'll stay updated. And till then, always keep reading.